We get some more information on that.
That's right. And joining us now, former Navy SEAL and author of Sheep No More, Jonathan Gilliam, along with former Sheriff of Pinal County, Arizona, Mark Lamb, and border correspondent Jason Jones. I'm going to start with our border correspondent, Jason Jones. Jason, I'm sure you have your ear to the ground on a lot of things, particularly some incredible images from Mexican law enforcement as they are making arrests and seizures across the country. And I want to show those. But first, I want to get your thoughts on this arrest that we're documenting today.
Yeah, it's great to be with you guys. And look, first off, hats off to HSI, all the local, state, and federal law enforcement officers involved in trying to locate this individual and others that they're going after all across the country. Look, at the end of the day, this is a part of the leadership of MS-13, which are now a designated foreign terrorist organization. And it is about truly identifying, mapping this network who are working side by side and hand in hand with the Mexican cartels. That's what the leadership really do here. And so the more you dismantle and disrupt the leadership side of this is how we get to the total elimination policy of the Trump administration.
Then I want to ask you about this, because when under the Biden administration, I mean, they were going after parents in school board meetings, but now you have the Trump administration. They're going after some of these leaders of these gangs, TDA, MS-13. I mean, just it's the stark difference between the two administrations and how they're handling this.
No, you're absolutely right. And look, this is exactly what the American people wanted. Why did we open our borders up to the world and the world's problems and let them walk among us? And these U.S.-based street gangs, I can't stress to you enough how the synergy with them and the Mexican cartels has what brought so much of this deadly poison into the country. So it's good to see the FBI finally going in the right direction, and to see Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice start to do this. But I will be a little critical here, too. This is a 24-year-old. Why are we not told who he is, what he was doing, what his background is? Instead, we're doing this whole secret thing again about how we can't talk about it. I'll tell you right now, guys, I'm totally against that model. It is about illuminating these problems so we can eliminate and get them out of this country and tell the American people the breadth and scope of the problem we've been dealing with.
Yeah, Sheriff, do you think, to Jason's point, do you think that these arrests are showing Americans the true breadth and scope of the problem, which the Biden administration, as we all know, tried to hide for such a long time?
Oh, absolutely. I agree with Jason 100%. These arrests are showing the American people. First of all, it's what the American people asked for when they voted for President Trump to come into office. This is what they asked for. Second, it showcases just how many bad people came in under the last 4 years. We always hear the left talk about, well, what about all the good people? There's a lot of bad people mixed in with those good people, a lot of MS-13, a lot of TDA, and this arrest shows you just how many bad people. These are leaders of the MS-13 gang. So I think it's what the American people want. It's what we expect. And I agree with Jason, though. I think that they need to be continue to encourage them to be very transparent as to who we are removing. I think controlling the narrative is what is going to be paramount as they go about this mission.
Yeah, Jonathan, I mean, that's one thing that we have seen from the Trump administration is show us the work. And they're doing that. We saw Secretary Noem down there in El Salvador prison. We see all of these different ICE agent arrests, but they're documenting everything as they go to show the American people that they're doing the job that President Trump, he was elected to do. This is what American voters wanted, and they're actually showing the proof, where the Biden administration, they wouldn't give you a lot of information at all.
Right, and you know, when you look at whether it's you're talking about the Tesla bomber there earlier, you're talking about MS-13, all the things that we're talking about are either leftists or were made possible by leftists that are in our government. And that's very interesting when you take a step back and you look at all these individual problems like MS-13 or Tren de Agua. You look at all these different groups that are here causing problems in this country. It's because of the border, which was a Democrat issue that they just would not confront. And so they've created these large problems. And that should also go along with this. I agree with everything everybody's saying here. These people, we need a master class on who MS-13 is. You ask most people, they won't even be able to tell you where they came from or what MS stands for. We need a master class on who all these people are, and then we need to know when they're caught and what they're connected to and how they were able to flourish. That is also very important so the American people can understand exactly what President Trump administration is up against and what they're doing.
Yeah, and the Trump administration says this is going to continue. We are not stopping despite the judge's orders. We are going to go in and we're going to apprehend all of these people that are in the country illegally with these extensive criminal backgrounds. Jonathan, Mark, Jason, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on and shedding some insight on that.